Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking out two crossbody sling bags from Moment. This is their Everything Sling 2-liter and their Everything Sling 4-liter. Now, they also have a 1-liter version of this bag, which I do not have here, but I've been testing these two bags for the past month or so I'm ready to give you my findings. Now, full disclosure is I did reach out to Moment to see if they would send me samples of both of these bags to review for this channel because I was so interested in them and I really wanted to check them out and share my findings with you all. But no money changed hands, they don't get any say in this review, so this is my full unbiased opinion after, again, testing these for a full month. Let's jump into the overhead here and start to take a look. Now, checking out both of these bags side by side, again, the 2-liter and the 4-liter here, you can see they are made from the same material. This is a 420D ripstop nylon, and you can kind of see it's got that square hatch pattern. And then if we look at the interior, throughout the bag on both of them is a 200D polyester with a waterproof coating. And then throughout, looking at the zippers there are YKK zippers. All the zippers are YKK reverse coil zippers, but these are not AquaGuard zippers. So I just wanted to mention that. And then again, moving to the straps, they are very similar between the two, if not the exact same. The exact same width on both of these, so no difference there. It's a nice seatbelt material. It's super smooth, no issues with that at all. Now, some other similarities between both of these, and again, one of the things that makes these a little more camera-centric is that on the bottom of both of these, you have these little straps that are adjustable to tighten. They're a little thinner on the 2-liter, and on the 4-liter, they kind of go across sideways here. So you could use those obviously for a tripod, which we'll check out in a second, but you could also use them for something like an umbrella or a water bottle as well. And the zipper pulls on all of these zippers are the same. It's just kind of this nylon with a little twist in it, which makes it easy to get a finger in there, a nice little loop to catch on. I like these a lot. They're pretty no frills, and they're very quiet because they don't have any rattly sections. And then size-wise, it's a little hard because both of these are black, but you can see kind of how much larger width-wise and height-wise. The dimensions that Moment lists here is actually 11.5 inches wide by 5.75 inches high, and then 3 inches deep on the 2-liter here. And then on the 4-liter, they actually list 11 inches by 6 by 3 and like 3/4 here, which pretty obvious that this bag is much smaller, kind of every dimension. So I think they're actually counting like the 11 inches like from these where the actual strap points are. If you actually look at the main pocket dimensions of this, it says 8 inches versus closer to 11 inches on this. So I actually thought this might be interesting. I know a lot of people are familiar with the Bellroy Venture 6-liter sling, and it's practically the same size. I'm not sure that that's a coincidence. Moment took that direction here, not putting words in their mouth, but I think that they've made a bag that's very similar in size and in fact in style, but because of the internal divider system here that they've made in the 4-liter version here, which we'll check out in a second, I think they've actually made a better everyday carry bag over the Bellroy Venture series for someone who does carry a camera every day. All right, jumping into the 2-liter here, and I'm actually gonna start with the strap system. This is actually one of the key differences between these two bags, outside the size obviously, is that on the 2-liter, there is a nice quick release Duraflex buckle here, and it's a single point of adjustment for the rest of the strap. So that means that you can get this quite cinched up and actually use this as a waist pack or a fanny pack if you want, or you can choose to lengthen it and wear it crossbody. But a note that if you are gonna wear that crossbody, if you are someone who wears your crossbody bags, as I do, prefer over my right shoulder, what you'll notice is that when you sling the bag around to the front, the quick release now is kind of underneath the bag, which is kind of an awkward spot. So it's not super ambidextrous versus if you're wearing it on your left shoulder, that quick release is right here, nice and easy to get off. But this brings the first point that I don't love about this 2-liter is that when I have this on my bag in either orientation, when I go from front to back carry, what happens is the strap loosens. Can you actually see that? So the strap gets caught by the little strap keeper here. So it's got this little nylon strap keeper, and when you sling it around on your back, that happens to me virtually every time, and then I have to go and readjust this. Now, if you decide you really love this bag and you find a length that you like and you're not going to adjust it anymore, you could put a couple stitches in this or something, or just seam this down a little bit more so that it doesn't adjust anymore. But it is something to note that either way you wear it, this happens quite often on this 2-liter one, which doesn't change the length of the strap. It's fine. It's just this extra excess strap that you're kind of dealing with at that point. And the last thing I'll mention about the strap is that on the sides here, you actually get a little kind of cinch strap, which will actually kind of help pull together and make this bag feel and wear a little smaller if it's not fully packed out. So you can actually see that it's got quite a bit of capacity on the inside there if you need it. And if not, you can kind of cinch this up. It's attached to the main strap point, so it pulls it back nice and comfortably to your body. So that's the strap on the 2-liter here. Now let's check out the pocket layout. So on the front here, underneath this little flap, there is a kind of quick access pocket, and inside you'll actually see an interesting thing. This is actually Velcro, and it comes with the tiniest little divider that I've ever seen. Just the cutest little thing, which you can put in here in a couple different orientations, but just kind of helps build out a little division inside here. I believe that Moment considers this a pocket for like their phone lenses. So like the clip-on phone lenses that they are known for, that are very popular. You can use those in this front section up here. Stepping back a little bit, you get to the main section, and there are dual zippers on this, so you can open it in either direction. And then what you get up top here is a little kind of hammock. It's not necessarily a soft material, but you could, let's see, could sunglasses fit in there? 1000%. But this section also has a little plastic key leash on this kind of high-vis orange stretchy key leash. And so that may be more of a quick grab pocket for you. Put your keys in there. It's just something you need to have more fast access to. And then on the back section here, there's a nice little padded divider panel. So you actually get some extra division in here. And this would be a nice place to stash your phone. Something else that would fit is like a Kindle, some type of e-reader. Would fit back into that section quite well. It doesn't quite fit an iPad mini in this case. If you're someone who likes to carry that, you're gonna wanna jump up to the 4-liter. Next pocket back, this is just kind of a big kind of open section here. So again, could be for your phone, could be direct access for your Kindle or something like that. And then in the back here is another kind of hidden rear pocket. So this would be probably best ideal for your wallet, maybe your passport if you're using this to travel, that type of thing. All right, so next let's jump into the 4-liter and look at that, and then we'll do a sample pack out for both these bags. So again, I'm gonna start on the back with the strap, because as I said before, this is the exact same strap material on both bags, but the actual harness system is totally different. So these, the 4-liter actually attaches with these kind of pivot adjustment points here. So it makes it super comfortable depending on how you want to carry it. If you want to carry it to your side as a crossbody, what have you, these straps will adjust, which I really like. And then it has a single, this is a metal buckle, so this hardware feels really great, which is your single adjustment point to adjust your length, and it works really, really well. And then again, in comparison to the 2-liter, you don't get that quick release buckle on either side here, but it is ambidextrous because it doesn't have it. And then on the bottom here, I do want to address these additional strap and these kind of webbing points because I do like it that it gives you some additional exterior carry options here. You can put, again, a tripod, a umbrella, a light jacket, that type of thing through these slash points. I do like that. The one thing I don't love is that this hook maybe is not quite deep enough, and so these come loose on me all the time. I frequently look down and I see this thing kind of just hanging out, and I gotta readjust it. And the only way to avoid that is like really cinching it down, which kind of changes the shape of the bag in, to me, the kind of worst way. So, and there's nowhere to stash them. So I've seen other bags that have these where maybe you get a stash point in the back here, some type of compartment to get rid of those if you don't need them. But now let's jump into the pockets. So again, on the front here, you get a nice little flap, and then you get access to a quick release. Now on the other one, this is where you had that Velcro with a little divider. On this one, it's more of a just wide open. The next one up here is kind of, I think of this almost like a dedicated, I mean, it's another kind of quick grab pocket. It doesn't go the whole depth of the bag, so it goes down to about there. Then you get into the main section, and this is probably the most unique part of this bag, is this whole part right here. So if you use the camera bag in the past, you'll be very familiar with this kind of divider, again with the Velcro, so that comes out, and you can take it out completely and use this just as a regular everyday carry bag with a nice wide open space here, or you can throw that in and start dividing out your pack out. I actually am wishing that they would sell this divider separately if you want to buy another one for a few bucks and have a few different sections. And then in the back here, there is a divider here, and it's got a little cutout here, kind of tailor-made for a switch is what I believe they intended that for, so you can put a larger thing. I don't have a switch. I do have an ROG Ally, so we can test that in a second. On the back, there is kind of a secret passport, wallet type of pocket that you have in the back. That's most of the width of that. So let's go ahead and pack out the 2-liter here. So again, this front pocket's definitely the most interesting since it has that Velcro, it has that little divider. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw that Ricoh GR3 in there. I am going to open up that divider there to give me a little bit of space on the side, and I'll just throw in a little battery there, and that will be my little camera carry for the day. And then jumping into the main section, since I put my camera in the front area, I now have this space that I'm gonna use for my kind of quick access items. So I've got the Aurora A8 Rovivon flashlight right there, my favorite mini flashlight, link in the description if you're interested. And then I'll toss whatever earbuds I'm testing in at the time. Video coming soon of the Pixel Buds 2 Pro. I like to carry a little micro SD card reader, a little hand sanitizer, and yeah, that'll be that right there. And then in the back section here, I've got the alpaca hub pouch that I use for like a little first aid kind of kit. I like to take some videos with the family and thing. I do have the Osmo Pocket 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually put that at the bottom underneath that quick access area. So you can see that kind of hammock gives a little bit of space at the bottom. And we will put the pouch right on top. That still leaves me a little bit of extra room. I like to throw a little foldable tote in my carry as well. This section back here, not really sure what I would use it with. I don't typically put my phone in the my bag, but here's a Samsung S25. Again, you could put a Kindle back there if you want, so we will. And then in the back section here, I usually just toss a little microfiber cloth and a little battery bank in the back of my bags. And you can see with all of that, it does bulk out quite a bit. You can still cinch that up a little bit to create a little bit more svelte frame, but especially because we have the camera in the front, everything's kind of expanding out. And on the bottom here, yep, you can see that the strap's already coming undone. So I actually have a couple different mini tripods here. I suppose that could be part of your carry. And then this is a much larger Ulanzi MT47 tripod. Okay, so that took like a year off my life to get that in there, but that slightly bigger tripod would also fit in there. So you do get that option. And now let's switch over again to the 4-liter. All right, so now packing out the 4-liter. In the front, I'm gonna do my more traditional quick access items. I love to bring a pen and a Sharpie around. Again, I have the hand sanitizer, the Rovivon flashlight, micro SD card, and I will throw that extra battery in there, and then those Pixel Buds as well. That all kind of goes in there. I do kind of wish there was an option for a divider in this section because it is a very large pocket without a bunch of organization in there. And then in the next section here, I have been throwing my sunglasses in there, and that's it. The back section, again, this is where you can get really creative with this area. It can fit a much larger camera, which we'll look at in a second, but in comparison to the things we just put in the 2-liter, let's go ahead and use the Ricoh again. Such a tiny camera. What I've been doing with that when I want to carry that small camera is taking this divider and actually just kind of putting it in almost like at an angle, so it actually takes up less depth there. We'll go ahead and we'll toss in the Osmo Pocket 3. I'll throw in the extra battery and tripod for that in there. Alpaca hub pouch. And then when I can, I do love to carry my mini tablet. This is not an iPad mini, but it's a Android tablet of the same size. So by a company called AllDocCube. So throw that in the back, and that is starting to look nice and packed out. In the back section, my little microfiber cloth and my little battery bank. Put that in there. And that is what the bag itself starts to look like. On the bottom here, again, because of the way that these are actually attached instead of being straight out, it means that you kind of have to have some longer things. So let's check out this tripod. So here's like the issue with it is that it doesn't really want to go through, versus if it was right here, you know, I could strap across like that, but because it wants to go over here, it's not going to fit that as well unless it actually comes out and protrudes beyond the width of the bag. In this case, I could do that. I could just telescope it out like that, and then I can cinch this up. So that is the Ulanzi MT47 in there. This is the Ulanzi and Komen 0Y tripod, which is the same size as like the Peak Design travel tripod, so just FYI there. So yeah, wow, it took a second, but I was able to get that strapped in there. I will say though, it was pretty difficult to get it to close because I'm kind of almost at the end of these strap points, and so just your mileage may vary on that one. And now I've taken everything out of here to actually see if the ROG Ally, this is the original, will actually fit back here, and the answer is unfortunately no, it will not fit in this back section. It's really made for a Nintendo Switch size. It will fit in the main section here, so you could definitely still carry it if you wanted to carry something like that. I don't think this would fit a Steam Deck because the ROG Ally is pretty tight fit in here, but let me know in the comments below if you have this bag and if you've actually tried to put a Steam Deck in there. And then let's also check out my actual camera. So if I wasn't going to carry the Ricoh GR3, I do have the Sony A7C II here, which I've been actually using to film part of this video. I usually carry it with the 20 to 70 millimeter f4 lens, but I actually am using that for this overhead shot right now. So for now, the 20 millimeter prime. Go ahead and throw that divider panel in there, which gives us plenty of extra space. For example, the 85 millimeter. All that fits in there with great aplomb and zips up, no worries at all. Check out this is insane. This is the monstrous Tamron 50 to 400, still attached to the A7C II. You think that's gonna fit in here? Took the divider out obviously, but slot that right in there, and yeah, that fits easy. All right, so what did you think of these two bags? Let me know down in the comments. My take is that I like the 2-liter. I like how much organization is here. The one thing that kind of holds it back for me is this strap system with this kind of, you know, this thing. And overall, it kind of felt a little too small for my personal needs, but it may be just perfect for you. In terms of the 4-liter, this has kind of become my go-to #1 favorite bag to carry a camera in. So I have a lot of other camera bags, including some crossbody bags, but they look and feel more like a camera bag first, and then kind of there's some extra organization if you want to put some kind of everyday stuff in there. This, on the other hand, feels much more everyday carry oriented first, but then because it has that divider, you can put something like the A7C2 in with that 20-70 lens and carry it awesome, including everything else. I do wish the strap had a quick release. I've gotten used to that on some other bags. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of both of these bags. All right, that's it for this one. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, I'd really appreciate it if you can hit that like button and consider subscribing for more videos like this. I've got a personal goal of trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, so I'd love to have you as part of that journey. If you're interested in either of these bags, again, check the link in the description. I've got links for both of these bags in there, as well as everything else that we talked about today. It really does help support the channel if you can use those links and it doesn't cost you anything extra. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.